So I'm going to be conducting a 24-hour recall, which is food that you ate from midnight to midnight, or like when you woke up to when you went to sleep. So first of all, just kind of do a quick list of just everything that you ate in the day that you can remember.
Okay. So I had coffee, and then I had toast with avocado, and I had an apple, and then I had a salad and soup, and another piece of toast, and then I had coffee again.
Nice.
And then, let's see, I had a wrap, and then peanut butter and toast, and I think that's it.
All right. Well, I'm just going to ask you a few questions about it. Did you have any crackers, extra bread other than the toast, rolls, tortillas that you might have forgot about?
Oh, I had like a handful of these like chickpea puff things.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
How about any hot or cold cereals, maybe?
Mm-mm.
Cheese added on your wrap or vegetables or anything?
No.
Any extra cheese? No. What about any chips, candy, nuts, seeds?
Nope.
No. Fruit eaten with meals or as a snack?
Nothing that I forgot about. No.
Okay. Okay, you already mentioned good coffee. What about tea, soft drinks, or juices?
No.
Okay. Any beer, wine, cocktails, brandy, or anything with liquor?
Yeah, I had one beer.
Okay. Okay. So for each of these, do you remember about what time or what you would call it, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack for each of the foods you mentioned?
So at about 9, I had the coffee.
Okay, the first cup.
Yeah. And then the toast was probably like 9:30.
Okay.
And probably the apple too.
All right, so you'd probably say breakfast.
Mm-hmm. And, okay, soup and salad and the toast was all lunch, and that was probably around 12:30.
Okay.
And then I had the coffee before work, so that was probably at 2.
Okay.
And then I had the wrap when I got back from work, so that was probably 6:30.
Okay.
And then after dinner, I had the toast with peanut butter, so that was probably at like 7-ish. And then the chickpea things were a snack. That was probably at like 1. I would say 1. And then the beer was it was like with my dinner, so around 6:30-ish.
All right. Okay. So now we're just going to get kind of more into the details of everything. You mentioned that you had coffee, and based off of this water bottle, which is about 20 ounces, could you say about how much you had, or if you had sugar, cream, or anything in that? What kind of creamer?
Yeah, I had a dairy-free creamer. It was like hazelnut flavored.
Okay.
It's probably like a tablespoon of that. And then I would say that was probably 16-ounce coffee.
All right. What about the avocado toast? Did you have it wheat or white bread?
It was sourdough.
Sourdough?
Mm-hmm. And I did half of avocado.
Okay.
With that.
And apple? Medium?
Yeah, medium.
Small, large?
Medium.
No probing questions.
Yeah.
And right here I actually have a cup of soup. Does this look
Yeah, it's probably about a cup of soup.
All right. And do you know what kind of soup it was?
Yeah, it was like a tomato soup, just like out of a can, and I can't remember the brand.
Okay.
No, it's like organic.
Okay. And then the salad, do you remember what everything went into the salad?
Yeah.
Or how much of each?
So I probably did about...
You can use, here's some.
Yeah, okay, so I split it with my roommate. So I did about a cup of like the mixed greens that you buy at the store, and then a cup of a cup of kale as well. And then a whole tomato, a fourth of a cucumber.
Like a medium, small, large,
A large
cucumber.
one. And then I roasted some chickpeas, and I probably used like half of a can of that. And I used probably about a tablespoon of olive oil, and like...
The tablespoon is about this size.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then like 2 cloves of garlic. And salt and pepper.
And you said you split the whole thing with your roommate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and then you mentioned another piece of toast.
Mm-hmm. That one was just sourdough. I don't think I put anything on it. I just dipped it in the soup.
Oh, awesome. Sounds pretty delicious. Okay, and then another cup of coffee, same style?
Same thing.
Okay, and then a wrap?
Yeah, so I made the same exact thing with the salad because I had a little bit left over, and then I put that in a tortilla with hummus.
Cool.
So it was pretty easy. And it was like roasted garlic hummus, the Sabra kind.
Gotcha. Roasted garlic, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And about how much was that, do you think, if you could estimate? Here's some little
Probably a
tablespoon. Tablespoon?
Yeah, and then the salad part that went in the wrap was probably like
a cup size.
A cup. Maybe even
a half a cup?
Half a cup, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then peanut butter toast.
Yeah, so that time it was the Dave's Killer Bread.
Nice. And about how much peanut butter would you say?
I didn't put that much, probably half of a tablespoon.
So, okay. Half a tablespoon would be half of this. And do you remember the brand of peanut butter?
It was probably the Kirkland brand, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then the chickpea puffs, do you happen to remember the brand or
how much? It's like hit peas, and it was probably...
Oh, yeah, I know those.
Just like a handful, so probably half a cup.
Okay.
And I think the flavor was like pepper or something like that.
Okay. Awesome. And then last, the beer.
Oh, yeah, Sierra Nevada. 12 ounces, yeah. And I guess I had water too, but not that much. Probably like 24 ounces of water throughout the day.
Okay. Awesome. When you were making your salad and putting it all together, did you happen to like roast the chickpeas in olive oil or anything? Okay, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back. It's going dark. Okay. Did you have any sort of meat or animal products that you didn't remember? Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. Well, awesome. If you could look over this list, see if you missed anything, if anything jogs your memory, if you need to remeasure anything. nut seeds.
I think that's it.
Looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me just read back, see if you can remember anything else real quick. So around 9 a.m. for breakfast, you had 16 ounces of coffee with hazelnut dairy-free creamer, and that was about a tablespoon of that.
Mm-hmm.
And 9:30, you had avocado toast that was sourdough, and you used half of an avocado.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any salt and pepper or anything with the avocado?
Yes.
Okay. And then you also had a medium apple around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then for lunch, around 12:30, you had a soup that was 1 cup of tomato soup that was organic and canned.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had a salad that you made. Sounds delicious, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
With 1 cup of mixed greens, 1 cup of kale, a whole tomato, 1/4 of a large cucumber. You had a half a can of roasted chickpeas with olive oil and any seasoning with that.
Just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 1 tablespoon of olive oil that was in the salad, like for dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then 2 cloves of garlic, salt, and pepper, and you split that salad with your roommate.
Mm-hmm.
And then around 2 o'clock, before you went to work, you had another coffee, same as above, so 16 ounces, hazelnut dairy-free, tablespoon of that. And then 6:30, you had, and with your soup and salad, you had sourdough toast for dipping. And then you had that other coffee, and then you had the wrap at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, it was a tortilla. Do you know if it was like a large tortilla? What kind of tortilla? Brand?
I don't know the brand. It's about a medium flour tortilla.
Okay. Okay, and then you had hummus. That was a Sabra brand, roasted garlic, and that was about a tablespoon. And then a half a cup of the previous salad that you made. Mm-hmm. And then you had peanut butter and toast around 7 o'clock. That was Dave's Killer Bread with half tablespoon of peanut butter. And that was Kirkland brand. Mm-hmm. And then chickpea puffs around 1 o'clock. That was a snack. And it was a chickpeas brand. And it was about a half a cup, pepper flavor. And you had a beer at 7 o'clock. That was Sierra Nevada, about 12 ounces. Mm-hmm. About 24 ounces of water throughout the day.
Yep.
Sounds pretty awesome. So thank you.